Anyway, so Logan Paul. Let's talk about Logan Paul. What's going on with Logan Paul? You know, you're first seeing what happened with, you know, him and his. I think George is no longer with him.
Oh,
okay?
really?
I think they had a falling out.
Seriously?
I think there was a falling out also with Mike recently.
With Big Mike too?
With Mike and by the way, I think Mike is a very interesting
talented
guy. Yeah, I think he's very, very talented. I think he's very talented. George comes across as a very good guy, sweetheart of a guy. Logan Paul comes across as a superstar, super talented guy. But I wonder what he's going through with this whole crypto zoo. What what he went through with that.
Coffeezilla?
Yeah, I mean, but the company is what I'm talking about, Crypto Zoo, and you know what I think about situations like this sometimes. Sometimes we hired a publicist, PR firm once, and I went and sat down with the guys, and he says, here's what you say when it's this. And then I get in the car, I'm like, okay, so this guy's a big shot guy. We're paying these guys $20,000. They probably know what they're doing. And I walk him in the car driving home from Beverly Hills. I'm like, dude, I don't even believe what this guy's saying. I could never say what this guy's saying. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, so here's how we got to handle this situation. Say this. Like, dude, that's not my style to say this. Let's go. So eventually we're like, yeah, we're not hiring a publicist. Maybe eventually we'll have a full-time person here working in-house that's kind of working with us, but not going to a PR firm because they have they have a very similar way of apology letters. Like they have already 50 different formats of apologies. They take one out and like, hey, here's the apology one for you to use. I typed it out. Our team put it together.
Yeah.
They're just pulling an apology thing that they've used before. Do this, do that. I wonder how much of this is success getting to your head. I wonder how much of this is who's in your ear. I wonder how much of this is being afraid because of the last time you got canceled with Japan. I wonder how much of this is walking on eggshells. I wonder how much of this, when Tate says you're bot, you're reading a script.
The tool of the Matrix.
I wonder how much of this, like, by the way, there's a lot of people that are taking a lot of shots at this guy. Logan, I have a suggestion for Logan Paul. Here's what my suggestion is. I think it's a very hard suggestion for me to say this. It's not easy to say this, and I don't think he would do it. But I think Logan needs to take a 90-day break and step away from everybody. Go on a 90-day hiatus from wrestling, from everything. You are a rock star. The world knows who you are. Step away and go back and write down, make a list of values and principles that you follow, that you live by. Go and remember the 12-year-old kid you were, things your mom's taught you, mistakes you've made, how you've learned from them. Don't come back with a script that your publicist has given you to tell the world. Speak to certain people that don't benefit from you, that don't make money off of you, that want nothing from you, and see if they can give you some direction on how to approach this, because this is not going in the right direction the way things are going. There's certain times in life you got to take 90 days off and just kind of disappear and come back stronger. I mean, maybe step away and go watch the movie. What is that movie? What is a
Castaway?
No, not Castaway. No, the one where the guy goes away and he gets arrested and he just reads and recreates himself and comes back and becomes the main guy. Count of Monte Cristo. Count of Monte Cristo. With Caviezel, I believe he's in it.
Yep.
To just go away and figure yourself out. Life is precious. Life is awesome. It's horrible when you're faking it, when you're acting and you're saying stuff that you don't believe in. And I'm not sure. By the way, I believe Jake is saying more things he believes in than Logan is saying right now. I think Logan is being forced to say things that he is thinking is the right thing to say because someone told him to say it. I think Jake just doesn't give a shit. Jake just goes out there and says, here's what I'm about. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm doing. And I know as much as he's more like the Maverick, he's more like the rebel. What do they call him? The problem child. And then Logan is the Maverick brand that he has. Jake is more straight up, problem child. I think Logan needs to take 90 days off and disappear. And let everybody says, where's Logan Paul? I'm taking 90 days off. And then come back up and reappear and see what you do. And some of the relationships that you screwed up, go meet with them face to face, not live. Forget about the eyeballs for a second. Hey, let's do this. How about we do this live so everybody can see? No, just the two of you. There's certain things you just got to go away and do it yourself, and it's nobody's damn business. Not everything you do is about getting eyeballs. Certain things in life are more valuable than eyeballs. Relationships, sincere relationships, friendships, things that matter. There's depth to life. And I think sometimes you can fall for this trap of, if we do this, I think this could get 5 million views. Hey, what am I? We could fake controversy. Dude, stop living that life. You're too good. You have too big of an upside. Step away 90 days. I may be wrong. My suggestion, go disappear, come back, shock the world with the better version of you, and then let's see what's going to happen to the next upgraded version of your iOS software that you have.
I like that. I really appreciate your advice, because you're not coming from a point of, you're the worst, I can't believe you would do this, but you're also holding him accountable for maybe decisions that he's sort of recklessly made. If you look at the title of this article, YouTuber Logan Paul is taking a beating over crypto zoo, but he's far from the only celeb hyping up risky investments. Here's why young fans could be left holding the bag. Here's my question. So he's far from the only celeb. We've seen what's happened with Kevin O'Leary. We just talked about that, right? He took $15 million from FTX. Turns out that wasn't the best bet. Gary Vee, he was doing his whole Gary Vee fans, all that. Matt Damon took some heat from. Obviously, we saw what happened with SBF. We just talked about taking easy money and not vetting sponsors, and what happens when you don't vet sponsors and you're going after fads. How much of this is a crypto thing that they just thought that they were going to believe in? How much of this is not properly vetting who you're aligning yourself with?
This cannot affect a guy like George, who's your lifelong friend. This cannot affect a guy like Mike. Mike is a good guy. Like, I don't know Mike. I've never talked to Mike, ever. I've never had an interaction with Logan. Never. We've never been to the same place. So I'm not coming from a place of having too much intel. I'm just coming from a place of what the world knows and what they've been able to do with their brands. The guy, I watch him wrestle. I watch Logan Paul wrestle. I'm not even a wrestling guy. I watch a clip of guy saying, I'm like, how the hell can you do that? Like, physically, the stuff the guy was doing, the double flips and all, I'm like, to be that athletic and be that funny and be that entertaining and be like that charming charisma and all this stuff. But bro, he's 27 years old. Gary knows exactly what he's doing. He's in his late 40s, mid to late. I don't know how old he is. I think he's in his mid to late 40s. I don't know how old Kevin is. Kevin is mid 50s, late 50s. I don't know his age.
60s probably.
Gary and Kevin know what they're doing. This guy's 27, and life's going very fast, very, very fast at 27. Pump your brakes. Take a step back. Talk to some real people who have nothing to gain from you. Zero. People that don't even want the world to know that you spoke to them. Those types of people. Not the types of people you talk to and like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? No. I don't want to be on your podcast. I don't want you to be on anything. I just want to talk to you. Let's see where you're at, where you're going with this. I don't need any credit for this. Years later, if you want to talk about it, go for it. He needs to figure himself out. I just think he needs to step away to figure himself out. It can get very ugly very quickly, the way it's going right now. Because, you look, I've lost people in my life, okay? But sometimes in life, you lose people that you're supposed to lose because you're growing and they're not. Can't do anything about that. Those types of people you lose, it's totally fine, okay? But sometimes you lose great people in your life where everybody knew that person was great for you. You can't bullshit the world and say, well, he's an idiot anyways. No, he's not. He was very good for you, okay? Stop fooling yourself. You are the alpha of the group, I get you, but that girl was very good for you. That guy was very good for you. That man was very good for you. I got it. But don't fool yourself. You cannot lose great people in your life who are not afraid to tell you the truth to your face and challenge you to improve. I thought Mike was one of those. And by the way, they may even be going through what they're going through right now. It is what it is. But it's hard to find people like that. And when it all becomes like, it's me, everybody's telling you you're amazing, they're doing this, they're doing that. Let me tell you, without you, they wouldn't know anything and all this stuff. People will say things like that to the main guy to kind of get, like, there's very simple languages that divide people. Stuff like this. You know, the only reason people know your girl is because they know you. The only reason people know your man is because they know you. Okay? The only reason people know is because of your success. Without you, you would have never won a champion. Hey, Michael, without you, Scotty would have never done this. Hey, Scotty, without you, Michael never would have. People will say shit like that to get in between great running mates, great partnerships. You can't fall for that bullshit. Anyways, I think he's falling for it, and I think he needs a 90-day break. By the way, I love the fact that Kanye took 4-6 weeks off.
I was just going to say
good for him.
Yeah.
Hey, the fact that you've disappeared, good for you. I think if you can go 90 days, do it. Okay, do it. But I think Logan is on the list of right now needing to go away for 90 days.
I agree. And the only thing we saw with Kanye was he got engaged or married. What happened? He married somebody from his Yeezy thing that he was in the news, like you said, completely dropped off. He's taking his time out. The only thing that you heard is something positive.
By the way, the 90 days is also to leave, to actually think and recreate. Meaning, if let's just say we say, hey, let's go do a business retreat for 4 days. Mm-hmm. We go to a house we rent in Bahamas, and for 4 days we get hammered. That was not a business retreat.
Yeah.
You didn't do shit. You're not coming back any different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or we go to 4 days and we strategize every day from 8 to 5. And at night we go to restaurants. We have a good time. We do this. And we go to sleep at a reasonable time. And then bam, back at it again, right? Yeah. There was an outcome to it. When you take 90 days off, it's not 90 days to go do nothing.
Yeah.
It's 90 days to go and have a personal intervention when you do that. I've been through it before. And I think it's very, very effective. If done at the right time, great things can happen to you. Okay, so if you enjoyed this clip, you want to see another one, click here to watch another clip. And if you want to take advantage of the latest Gold Signature Series products that just came out, we have a bunch of new merch that's out. This is a color-changing mug when you drink coffee. That lion turns into a real lion. And then we have hoodies with Valuetainment Gold on it, the Gold Signature Series hat, shirts. I'm an entrepreneur. Anyways, we have a lot of items. They're selling out. If you want to take advantage of the Gold Signature Series, click here. Place your order, sport your Valuetainment gear, and tag us with the hashtag Valuetainment.